Hart fans, welcome to the 2024-25 Hart Men's Basketball Media Day. I'm your host, Hart correspondent Rich Linden. Next up, we're heading to Clarke University to find out what's cooking with our men's basketball team. Please welcome head coach Jim Blaine along with Daquan Lewis. Coach Daquan, how are you doing? How's Clarke University today?
Well, good afternoon, Rich. Clarke University's fine. We're doing well, and season's sneaking right up here.
Coming pretty
Sneaking right
fast.
up. Yeah, Daquan, sneaking right up is right, Coach. I cannot believe how fast this fall has flown by, just days away from season. How has preseason gone? How's practice gone? How's the team look?
From my chair, and I'll let Daquan answer it as well, but from my chair, it's gone pretty well. I feel like we've got a group that is together, for lack of a better word. Obviously, not every day has been perfect, but we got a lot of newcomers and guys like Daquan, Carson Lindauer, Jake Lehman, Nick Bryant have really done a good job of being welcoming to the newcomers and accepting them into our group. So I like where we are in terms of character and togetherness.
Talking about players on the team, introduce us to this guy sitting next to you. Tell
Sure.
us about him and what he means to the team.
Yeah, Daquan's a fifth-year senior. He opted to come back in the spring. Actually came to me and out in the sack. We're having lunch one day, and he's like, Coach, I got my fifth year, and I want to play. I'm like, well, let's do this. And we talked about the path to graduation and how it would work for him. And so he's going to graduate in the spring, and he's been invaluable. He's a quiet leader. He's not a real vocal guy, but he leads by example. Everybody respects Daquan because he's gone about it the right way for 5 years. He just comes about, does his business, tries to get better, and it is arguably our best defensive player. And that energy the other guys feed off of. So he's invaluable.
So Daquan, let's dig a little deeper into this, man. The coach said you have an influx of some new guys. You have some senior leadership and new guys, but if you're not super vocal, then how do you inflect the culture and qualities that you want from these younger players, these new players, you and the rest of your seniors? What do you do to bring them up to speed?
I mean, we just play hard. If we mess up, just tell each other next play, and then once they see you play hard, they'll follow along.
So you're just setting that straight out of the gate by example. We don't need to talk a lot. You're going to see how we play, see how this team is. Is it kind of that how it is?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask this, man. How would you describe the chemistry on the team this year when you've got this mix of new players with some seniors? How's the chemistry been so far in practice scrimmage?
I would say it's amazing. Like, you would think these guys been here already, and we just all get along so well. It's just one family.
That's amazing. That to get that right out of that's something special right out of the gate.
Rich, let me add to that real quick. I
Yeah.
had one of our newcomers come in. It's been 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he was talking about, he was even before that, before practice even started. He said how welcoming the returners had been to him and the other newcomers. And what I told him was, this is a group that's tired of losing, and if they see anybody that can help them win, they're going to welcome them in.
That's awesome. Well, Coach, been interviewing these coaches all day today for Media Day, and there's a theme in the Hart that your non-con season is brutally rough before you even get to the grind of the Hart conference games, and you're no different. I'm looking here. You've got some NCAA Division II teams that you're taking on, Lincoln and Wayne State. What do you hope to see from the squad, and what's this going to do as you set up for the Hart schedule?
My hope is that next weekend we play Viterbo, who is always tough, and Wayne's a great coach, and they're going to run their motion and guard us, and then we play new coach, a lot of new faces for them. What I'm hoping to get out of that is just find out who we are and what our rotation is. We're messing around it with practice. We've got 8 or 9 guys we think can help us play. Now, how do they all fit together? So I think that's the most important thing for us to come out of those first 3 non-conference games before we host Graceland on whatever that Wednesday is, in our conference opener. And I think the big thing is how did all the pieces fit together? You know, we got some guys that can shoot it, you know, so how is that going to work, and how do we make that again, all that fit as one unit?
So Daquan, what specific areas of your game have you worked on improving in the off season? And if you have some of your fellow players that you've seen them really working on stuff, you can talk about that too.
I definitely say my jump shot. I've been knocking down corner shot. Last year I couldn't really make that. This year I've been making, 1 for 2, shooting open shots with confidence.
Sweet.
And I say a lot of my teammates, they instead of just sticking to one thing like shooting, they're being more aggressive, playing hard, and getting rebounds.
That's awesome. So I want to talk about game day, man. I'll stick with you, Daquan. Does your team have any rituals, traditions? Anybody on the team superstitious? What's that look like game day?
I mean, game day we all get together, pray, and after that we just all have fun, vibe with each other on the sideline, watch the girls play. We all just listen to music, just make jokes, have fun, and then when it comes game time, we get serious.
Stay loose until game time.
Yep.
I like it. So, Coach, tell me a little bit about the grind of the Heart season. There's like no team from top to bottom that you can ignore. Every single team can beat you on any day. Tell me
Well,
about how you.
yeah, absolutely. Because we were that team last year. We, got into a terrible funk, and without getting into that, but then we bounced out of it by beating Peru State, who obviously goes to the national tournament, and then beating Graceland when they were in first place at the time. So I think that's a annual event, right? Where so the grind is real. Let's put it that way. There's no nights off. You're going against a bunch of from the coaching chair. You're going against pros. Guys that work hard, know what they're doing, and it's a challenge, but it's fun. And I feel like there's good camaraderie among the coaches, at least. From my chair, it certainly feels that way, and I enjoy the little head-to-head battles.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, we're excited for you both. I can't wait to see Clarke. Let's take the court. Let's go, man. Let's get that chip on our shoulders. Let's knock it out, man. Thank you for taking time today. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks so much, Rich. Really appreciate it.
I love the shirt, by the way.
Hey, thanks, man. Got to go classy for the Heart.